Hello beautiful flowers, and welcome to today's video. In this video we are going to be doing our weekly check-in. This is our final weekly check-in for the month of November. So let's see how we did on our expenses this week. First off, if you are new here, I just want to say welcome. Thank you for clicking on the video and stopping by and giving me a chance. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So in front of me, I have my weekly expenses tracker. So this is for the week of the 19th through the 25th. We are going to start off with our weekly allowance amount. So this week we gave ourselves $225 to work with. Excuse me. And I believe we have gone over budget. Let me grab my calculator here. And the reason I know we've gone over budget is just because look at all these numbers. I know that has to calculate to more than $225. So let's go ahead and see the damage. So we did spend a lot more on gas than I thought we would. I kind of haven't really planned for how much gas is costing. Sorry if you can't see the whole thing on screen here. And I definitely need to take that into consideration for next week's budget, but I'm just gonna go ahead and calculate this really quick. All right, so it's honestly not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. We spent $260.49, so I'm gonna write that in right down here. So $260.49, and I realize I need to tilt this forward a little bit, so let me grab one of my binders. I'm probably gonna need the binder, aren't I? Well, when I need the binder, I'll get into the binder. All right, so hopefully this tilting is making it a little bit better on screen. So we spent $260 out of our $225, so we went $35.49 over budget, which means that we will not have anything left over for investments, because whatever I have left over from my weekly allowance gets put towards investing. So unfortunately, we do not have anything left over for investing. Then let's go down to our sinking fund spending. So we do have a few categories that we have spent out of. The first one is Christmas. And this isn't even for gifts. This is actually just decor that I purchased. So I'm gonna go ahead and scooch all this over, and we spent $46.78. So I'm gonna pull out probably $47 from Christmas. And this is just for extra decorations around the house that we didn't already have. So let's see if I can get some of these smaller bills. So we have 5, 10, 20, 40. Maybe I won't be able to. So you have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47. Let's just do it that way. I kind of wanted to get rid of some of these smaller bills, but that's okay. So just to double check, we have 20, 40, 5, 6, and 7. So that is $47 out of our Christmas fund, but we still have plenty left. I haven't started purchasing any gifts yet. At the time of me filming this, it's just after Thanksgiving, so I should probably start. I probably should. So let me go ahead and mark off that we have pulled that from our fund. Perfect. Next up we have subscriptions. Actually, that's in my other binder that's currently propping up my iPad, so I'm gonna skip to fun. So fun, I bought myself a new video game. I haven't bought one in a while, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy something fun to do. So I spent $16 on it. So we have 10, 15, 16, $15. So there we go. Mark off that. And then miscellaneous, I need to, maybe in the new year, I'll create a new envelope for it, but for the year 2022, am doing a giant revamp of my envelopes and my binders. So I bought all new envelopes. This isn't binders, these are just the envelopes plus shipping. I spent around $50 on it. So I'm gonna take 50 out of miscellaneous. And I really need to get a little envelope started for buying, just budget things. I think that would probably be a really good idea because I'm constantly finding little things, little budget sheets or trackers or just things that I feel like I really need. So we have 20, 40, 45, and 50. So I definitely need to start a little envelope for that. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to my other binder, which has my subscriptions in it. So here we have my high priority and my bills binder. We are going to go to subscriptions and pull the total of these amounts. So all of my subscriptions, pretty much pull the same week of the month, the very last week. So I have my Amazon Prime, I have a fitness subscription, like to workout videos, and I have my Spotify subscription. So that is $40.40. I'm gonna try either pull 40 or 41 depending on how much we have here. I don't know if I have any ones in here. 10, 20, 30, 40. So I don't have any ones, so I'm just gonna pull an even 40 from there. So there are all of our subscriptions taken care of. All right, so that has been taken care of. So here's all the money that we have pulled from our sinking funds. And one of the last things I need to do is pull out my rent money and my debt money. I don't have it listed here, but the last expense check-in of the month, I always pull out the money that I have saved on rent and debt. So not really saved, but set aside for rent and debt because those are a bill and expense. So I'm gonna do rent first because we always know what rent is. Rent is $880 for me. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 20, 40, 60, 80. So we have $880 for rent. So I will be making that payment here in just a few days. And our rent envelope is empty. I am getting a new envelope. As you can see, I had the expense to get all new envelopes. I'm so excited for them to come in. And then debt this month. Let's see how we did on our debt payment. So we have a 1K slip in here. So 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 500, and 50. So this month we'll be putting $1,550 towards debt, which is so exciting. That means we only have about $1,500 left in debt. So that's how exciting. So there's our debt envelope empty, and I will make those payments towards debt here in just a few days. So the last bit of business we have is to total up the amount that we spent out of our sinking funds and to get our total weekly expenses. So I have my trusty calculator here, and let's total everything up. And I'm not going to be totaling subscriptions because subscriptions are kept in my checking account and the rest of my sinking funds are kept in my savings account. So I need to total up everything that's in my savings so that I know how much to transfer over to my checking account to reimburse my checking account. So we sent $46.78 out of our Christmas fund, $16.02 out of fun, and $50 out of miscellaneous. So $112, and 80 cents needs to be transferred from my savings to my checking. And we're gonna add in our expenses from our just weekly allowance. And I'm just also gonna add in my subs just to see my total spending. just because I like to have this number. So $413.69 was spent this week, and this is obviously not including my debt and my rent. That's just because, I mean, yes, they're expenses, but they're just so big. I just don't want to include them because it'll just make me sad to see how much money I spent. So anyways, that is my entire video for you guys. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below if I made any mistakes or if you just have any feedback for me. And of course, subscribe if you enjoyed what you watched, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.